Mr. Ntanzi, we're busy with the evidence of Mr. Jack Buthelezi, and we just want to quote the preceding portions to you as appears on page 58 of the proceedings of 5 September 2023, starting from line 9. We ask him as to whether he knows any of the accused before court. He then said yes, there is, and we asked him which one. He said Bongani Ntanzi. We asked him, how do you know him? He said, I started seeing him in 2008. And we asked him where, and he says we were in a ceremony called Ingoma. We're in a ceremony, the Zulu ceremony called Ingoma. And we asked him what happened after that. He says we again met and we got used to one another. And he says eventually he stopped working where he was working and he came to reside with me at my house. So this is someone that you stayed with, and continues on page 59, and we ask him where was that, Mr. Buthelezi, that is in Rustenburg, and we ask him what is a house or what was the position. Then Mr. Buthelezi, we're staying in a house in a hostel. And we asked him when did you start to live with him? And he said line 11, we started in 2019 to reside at the hostel, and he says we stayed together with him there. We waited for him to find work until such time that he eventually got some work. Now as he was working, there was a time that he was losing a job, or the job was ending. Then he decided to go to Impala, that is a mine, another mine, and he said yes, you may proceed. When I came back from home after the lockdown, I then received a message or report that he was incarcerated or arrested. And he says and we asked him, now when you say he was staying with you, who else was staying with you at that time? Then he responded line 3 on page 60. I was also staying together with Zondo and Mbili. It was a total of 4 of us that were residing together. And we asked him, you mentioned that he lost a job and found another job. Did you play a role as far as that is concerned? Then Mr. Buthelezi at line 9, yes, I'm the one that was very instrumental in him finding another job. In fact, I was assisting him a lot. And we asked him, how did you assist him? And Mr. Buthelezi, I was representing him to those that were in the position to can employ people. And we asked him, was he then employed as a result of those efforts that you made? Mr. Buthelezi, it is indeed so. And the other part that starts with, was there any pastime that you indulged in while staying in the hostel? That we've already placed on record.
Umbuso ke ufunda ke ufakazi ke lobu ke obanikeza uyena umntwana uJack Buthelezi. Yebo ubufakazi lobu ke abanikeza umntwana uJack Buthelezi. Ngithi manje ke umbuso ke uyambuza ukuthi ke umntwana uButhelezi khona omunye wabasolo baziwe ke bala inkantolo abakhona la inkantolo uthi yebo bakhona. Uthi ke ubani ke lo uthi wazi ke yena uBongani Ntanzi. Yabuzwa ke manje uBongani Ntanzi lo umazi kanjani? Uthi ngiqala ukumazi ke ngo2008. Uthi umbuso ke umazela kuphi? Uyasho ukuthi ke besingabantu ke esinokuhlangana ke egideni kwengoma ke ingoma le yesizulu. Wasethi ke manje kwasekwenzakala nemva kwalokho. Uthi ke ngase ngimbona futhi ke sasihlangana futhi sasesijwayelana nje mina naye athi ubalo yes athi uButhelezi ke kodwa ke uye wagcina ke kusebenza lapho bekasebenza khona waseza ke yena ke ezohlala nami ke emzini wami usuke umbuso ke and bekukuphi lapho uthi bekuse Rustenburg la besihlala khona thibalo ke bekuyini lapho hlabe kuyindlu noma bekuyini lapho mhlala khona na uthi ke besihlala ke endlini ke khona phakathi hostel maqala manje uhlala nababili lapha hostel wasesho ukuthi uthi baqala uhlala ke ngo2019 khona lapha hostel ke athi ke qhubeka waseqhubeka wathi ke sesahlala sonke lapha hostel ngase ngimlindi ukuthi ke athole ke umsebenzi lapho uzosebenza khona ngoba bekumuntu ongasebenzi bekhona futhi nesikhathi lapho ke yalahlekelwa umsebenzi wakhe khona umsebenzi wakhe wasogcina ke ngasasebenzi wase decide ukuthi ahambe manje ayekuphe impala lapho kuyimine khona enye imine la khuluma ngayo wathi ungaqhubeka ke uthi ke masebuya ke sekebuya khona ekhaya bekuyi lockdown wasethola ke umlayezo noma ireport eshoyo ukuthi ke yana ke useboshiwe noma ke segcinwe ngaphakathi manje uthi umbuso ke manje uma uthi ke ubehlala nawe ubani futhi omunye umuntu ubuhlala naye khona lapho athi uButhelezi ke bengihlala ke naye uZondo futhi nombili sonke masihlangene ke lapha endlini lapha ehlala khona ke besibane endaweni eyodwa I think that's it.
Yes. Now, the reason why we bring these portions under your attention, Mr. Ntanzi, is here's someone who's been very kind to you. He has provided you with accommodation. He has helped you to find a job. There's surely no reason for him to lie that you were dancing for the Mshololo team and that you used to perform traditional dance around Johannesburg.
Ntanzi ukuthi manje sikufundele ke bonke lo fakazi ke obakhulunywa ke yona uButhelezi la enkantolo ukuthi nanku umuntu oqala ubelungile kuwe uButhelezi umuntu futhi ke owakutholela futhi noma wakunika indawo yokuhlala waphinde futhi wakuthola nomsebenzi asikho ke isizathu sokuthi ke lo muntu lo aphinde ke eze la enkantolo aqamba amanga ukuthi ke wena ubudansa la ke elinye ilungelo lengoma lapha eMshololo futhi nala eGoli
kusenkantolo akoqala ngizoyiphendula lenkomo kaButhelezi khona lapha ephambanise khona ama date inkosi enkantolo.
Firstly, my lord, when looking at the evidence by Mr. Buthelezi, there is a portion or a place where he had mixed up the dates.
2008 inkosi enkantolo ngingasebenzi.
In 2008, I was unemployed.
Ingoma bengigida inkosi enkantolo uButhelezi bengingamazi.
I was still dancing the traditional Zulu dance, but Buthelezi was unknown to myself.
2009 ngiqala uqasha ngo April inkosi enkantolo.
2009, I gained employment in April.
Okunye engubonela ukuthi uButhelezi yaphambisa khona date is 2019.
And another place where I saw that he mixed up the date was the date of the 2019.
2019 inkosi enkantolo bese ngihlala Freedom Park.
In 2019, I was already staying at Freedom Park.
Bengiya ngama weekend endlini kaButhelezi mangi off ngayo emsebenzini.
I will only go to Buthelezi's house or home over the weekends, and that's if I was not working that weekend.
Akugcina inkosi enkantolo azange ngigidela isibani saseMshololo.
And lastly, I never danced in the Mshololo group.
Benginesibani sami bengisigidela inkosi enkantolo.
I had my own group that I was affiliated to.
Uma kuyikuthi uthena mhlambe ngoba ifoni kaGwabini bayithatha faka benayithola ithombe uGwabini nguyebegidela lesasipana hayi mina.
Since Gwabani's phone was taken, you would see from there the pictures of Gwabini dancing for the Mshololo team, not myself.
Uzoyibona nethombe lethi siqoka amabhuluku angafani.
You will even notice on our pictures or photos that we are wearing different trousers.
Angali inkosi enkantolo uButhelezi bekubhuti wami njengomfana wako kodwa inkulumo le khona lapho engiphikisana khona nayo.
I'm not disputing, my lord. Buthelezi was a brother to me, but in what he has testified before the court, there are portions whereby I'm disputing his evidence.
Thank you. Can we then just move to a different aspect? And that relates to the cross-examination of Mr. Mngomezulu to Sergeant Mohani during the proceedings of 7 November 2023.
Masiqhubekele manje ke kolunye udaba ke mhlambe ke cross examination leyenza ke umzana uNgomezulu ebuza ke umzana uMkhane ke okwenzeka mhla ka 7 November ngo2023.
And we start at line 16. Mr. Mngomezulu, Mr. Mohane, before we proceed, I just want to take us back to the question which you asked Mr. Ntanzi about his whereabouts on the 26th. I need to clarify something. On 26 October 2014, when he answered you according to the instruction that I received, he said, if he was not at work, he's at home. At work, according to his instructions, means that he could be working or he is at the compound in the workplace inside the company where he is working.
Manje ke masiye kulo fakazi ke lobuka ngomgomezulu cross examination kamzana uMngomezulu ngalenkathi ke ibuza uSergeant Mohale ke lokho kuthola ke ku line number 6 uyasho ke uthi uMngomezulu ke umntana Mohane ke masiqhubekele phambili ke ngifuna ukukhuluma ke dala malana ke nombuzo ko lo owawubuza yena uNtanzi ke ngomhla ka 26 October 2014 ke ukuthi ke ube kuphi ngalosuku lolo ke umpendule uthi uMngomezulu ayithola yena impendulo ephuma kuwena uye wathi ke uma ke angekho ke emsebenzini usekhaya wasebuza ke manje ukuthi waqhubeka wathi ke uma qhuma ngokuthi emsebenzini kungenzeka ukuthi hamba uyangena emsebenzini noma ke usejaldini ke lelo msebenzi noma la hlala khona.
So he did speak to, or Sergeant Mohane did ask you about your whereabouts on the 26th of October 2014.
So Sergeant Mohane ke uye wakubuza yena ukuthi wena ubukuphi mhla ka 26 October ngo2014.
Angibuza nge26.
Ubekubuza ukuthi wena mhla ka 26 October ngo2014 ubukuphi uye wakubuza uMkhane lokho.
Mina ukukhuluma noSergeant Mohane ngagcina eBoardroom kodwa nomSergeant Mohane akaze ngikhulume mina ngangikhuluma nala noGeninda noMabhena ekakhulu eBoardroom nge17.
The last time I spoke to Sergeant Mohane was when we were at the boardroom and the date was the 17th.
Yeah.
Was the 17th with Mabhena and Geninda.
Yeah, abantu abangikhuluma nabo eBoardroom uMkhane akaze ngikhulume mina.
They are actually the people that I was talking with whilst I was at the bedroom. I never spoke to Mohane.
Ukuthi uMngomezulu ibeke ngayiphi indlela ngazi ngikhambe indlela beyiseshela ngayo witness ngendlela beyisesha ngayo.
How Mr. Mngomezulu put it to the witness, I have no idea. I will assume that that is the way that he wanted to get information.
Then Mr. Sergeant Mohane answered, that is how he put it, but for me, when he said that he was at work, for me it implied that he was in the mine.
Uthi ke uMkhane ke indlela ke le ayibeka ngayo ke kodwa mina ngikuya ngami mina Mohane uma ethi ke bheka semsebenzini ngithathe ukuthi ke ubesemayini.
Then Mr. Mngomezulu proceeded on page 2 of the proceedings of 7 November 2023. Line 3, Mr. Mngomezulu, all right. If according to you, you thought he was inside the mine, he was working, he would not conflict with his version that he was at his workplace, and if he's not at his workplace, he's at home. You will not conflict with that version.
Uthi ke umgomezulu okay ke lokho sothola ku page number 2 line number 3 nge7 ka November 23. Uthi umngane umgomezulu okay ke uma ke ethi ke ube semsebenzini ke anye uzophikisana ke nofakazi bakhe ukuthi ke ngalosuku lolo yena yebo ke ube semsebenzini.
Then Mr. Mkhane at line 8, if you can explain what do you mean when you say home, then Mr. Mgomezulu in KwaZulu-Natal.
Wathi ke umsemkhane ke ungachaza kabanzi ukuthi usho ukuthini mawuthe ekhaya ke wathi ke ngichaza ukuthi ke ekhaya ke KwaZulu-Natal.
Then Mr. Mkhane, Sergeant Mkhane responded, I do not remember him telling me that he was in KwaZulu-Natal. What I remember was that he told me that he was at work.
Wathi ke umkhane cha mina ke angikhumbuli ke yena engitshela ukuthi ke ube sekhaya ke KwaZulu-Natal, engikhumbulayo ke uye wathi yena ke ube semsebenzini.
So Mr. Ntanzi, this underscores that you never told Sergeant Mkhane that you were at home in KwaZulu-Natal.
Ntanzi ke lokhu ke engikufundile usho ukuthi ke wena awuzange uzumtshele uSergeant Mkhane ukuthi ke ubusekhaya KwaZulu-Natal.
That cannot be correct, even by what my learned colleague has just read now. He says the response given by Mkhane says, I do not recall whether he told me that he was at home. He does not say he did not tell me that he was at home. That's a difference now.
Uthi ke mzane Ramisipili cha ke lokho kubekayo phambi kwenkantolo yasikhona ngoba ke ngokuya ngokubhalwe phansi ke uye wathi ke uMkhane ke angisakhumbuli ukuthi ke uye washo ukuthi ke ube sekhaya azange athakazi noma azange atshelwe lokho.
Yes. Well, we'll say this underscores the fact that Sergeant Mkhane says or testified that he does not remember you telling him that you were in KwaZulu-Natal. What he remembers was that you told him that you were at work.
Uthi ke umbuso ke uMkhane uye wathi ke akakhumbuli yena umtshela ukuthi wena ngalosuku lelo ke usekhaya KwaZulu-Natal, ukhumbula umtshela ukuthi ke wena ubusemsebenzini.
Kusenkantolo impendulo yami ukuze ngimphendule ngalendlela le engamphendula ngayo mina. Mina kimi ithi impendulo kusenkantolo angisebenzi ngumuntu wamateksi ngihlala eFosolas. Ngithi mina ngihlala eFosolas ngiyasebenza.
My Lord, the reason why I had to answer the way I answered is because there was an indication that I'm unemployed and I'm into the taxi industry. So I said I am not into the taxi industry, I am working. That is why I gave him that response.
Futhi uyafika lapha ekhoti kosenkantolo phambi kwakho uthi mina ngithengisa idakamizwa eFosolas. Ngisithengiswa ngasiphi isikhathi idakamizwa ngihlala eCartonville ngihlala lapha eFosolas ngithengisa khona idakamizwa.
And again, he continues to say before the court that I'm selling drugs in Vosloorus, my Lord. I don't stay in Vosloorus, I stay in Carltonville, not Vosloorus.
Idakamizwa ngithengisa ngasiphi isikhathi ngiyemgodini ngapha ngibuye ngishayise ngiyothengisa idakamizwa eJohannesburg eFosolas.
And which time do I go out to go and sell the drugs? So does it mean that I go underground and come out and go to Johannesburg to go and sell these drugs?
You see, the evidence of Sergeant Mkhane was that the fact that you mentioned that you were at work on the 26th of October 2014 was the reason why they went to retrieve your clocking records.
Uthi ke umnumzana Mkhane ke isizathu sokuthi ke bahambe balanda clocking record ama record akho ke ukungena nokuphuma emsebenzini ukuthi ke wena wathi kuyena ke mhla ka 26 October ngo2014 ubusemsebenzini.
Kosenkantolo akulona iqiniso lelo bona baphikisa mina ukuthi mina ngiyasebenza bathi nangumuntu wamateksi eFosolas.
My Lord, that is not the truth because now they were disputing what I was telling them that I'm working. They were insisting that I'm into the taxi industry in Vosloorus.
Have the police ever been to your home village in KwaZulu-Natal to follow up your version that you were at home?
Amaphoyisa ke
If you are
lekhaya
not at work, you are at home.
manje amaphoyisa lekhaya kwaZulu Natal ayahamba ke alandela ke lobufakazi bakho obushoyo ukuthi wena ke uma ungekho ke emsebenzini usekhaya.
Kosekatola angazi bangangayona ingxenye yokuphenya icala kosekatola.
My lord, I have no idea since I was not part of the investigating team.
But you have not accompanied the police to your home village in KwaZulu-Natal, is that correct?
Kodwa ke wena uzange ke uphelezela amaphoyisa ke lekhaya kini lapha kwaZulu Natal.
To investigate your version that if you're not at work, you are at home.
Ukuyophenya ukuthi ke ngempela lokho kushoyo ukuthi ke uma ungekho ke emsebenzini usekhaya.
Azange bafike bangitsheni bangisekhaya. Azange ngiye futhi ekhaya.
They never came, my lord, and I've never went home with them.
So they only obtain your clocking records that we traversed last week. And that was all the follow-up investigation that they did regarding your version.
Abakwenza ke njengoba sike sakhuluma ke ngama record wakho okungena nokuphuma emsebenzini ibona nje phela ke uphenyo ama records abawaletha uphenyo abalenza mayelana noludaba oshoyo ukuthi wena ke ubusekhaya ngaleso sikhathi.
Mina kosekatola lokho engikwaziyo.
That is what I know, my lord.
Ukuthi sambe eCartonville bakhipha lamaphepha bawakhipha abawatshena umlungu bona ngeEnglish. Ngoba umlungu ngikhuluma naye ifana ngalo ilanguage engiyazi.
That's what I know, my lord, that they went to the white men and they spoke to this white man in English. My communication with the white man was in Fanagalo.
So the second part of your version that if you're not at work, you're at home. The second part that you would have been at home was not investigated.
Manje ke lo daba lesibili lokuthi ke wena ke ubusekhaya azange uliphenya azange ukwenza uphenyo kulona ukuthi ubusekhaya vele ngempela.
Angibazi bona umbuzo bomuhle obekhona usayitshene emhana kuyena umuntu engibophileyo.
I don't know about that. It's a beautiful question if it was directed to Mr. Mohane, the person that arrested me.
Ngoba ngisho lamacala afika wakhuluma lapha ecourt bengiwaqala nqa njengecala kwaNongoma icala ledakamizwa ukuthi kunedoketa khona bengiqala kule court.
Even the other charges that he spoke about, that there's a case for Nongoma, there's a case pertaining to drugs. It was my first time hearing all that when he appeared or testified before the court.
But you said you don't carry any knowledge that the police went to your home village to investigate your version. You did not also accompany them to your home village to investigate your version.
Uye wathi ke wena unalo ulwazi lokuthi amaphoyisa ayahamba ke ayekhaya ke lapha esigodini sakini noma ekhaya laphana ukuyophenya ke ngalolu daba lolu futhi ke wena azange uhambe nabo futhi ne-KZN nophenya konke lokho.
Yebo nkosekatola ngilalo ulwazi namanje.
Yes, my lord, I don't have knowledge even up to now.
Well, we put it to Mr. Ntanzi that the fact that only the clocking records were obtained is indicative of the fact that you only told them about your whereabouts on the 26th of October that you were at work.
Mnumzane Ntanzi ke siyakubekela ukuthi ke isizathu sokuthi ke kutholwe ke ama
As
record
they've testified.
kutholwe ke ama record wakho ke okungena nokuphuma emsebenzini ukuthi ke wena uyowabatshela ukuthi ke mhla ka 26 October kusemsebenzini.
Cha nkosenkantolo kulona iqiniso la.
That is not correct, my lord.
Njengoba ngisho nje phambi kwenkosenkantolo mina bathi kimi angisebenzi ngomuntu wamateksi mina.
As I am explaining before the court that they said or insinuated that I am not working into the taxi industry.
Right, can we then move on to a different topic? We just wish to refer you again to Exhibit DD 5A Roman figure 2. These are the Section 25 records of your alternative number ending 8460.
Sithanda ukuthi manje futhi siyise la ku exhibit DD lona ke omunye kwama-records wakho enamba yakho enye le egcina ngo-8460.
Now, you've already testified, Mr. Ntanzi, that the clocking records were retrieved at shaft number 8 on the 18th of June 2020 when you went there with Sergeant Mukhani and Mabena.
Uye washo ke ukuthi ke ama-records akho ke lawe okungena nokuphuma emsebenzini athola ke lapha kulo shaft number 6 mhla ka-18 June ngo-2020 ngale nkathi ke nonke ninahamba kuwena uSergeant Mukhane noMabena.
Yebo Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, my lord.
You testify that shaft number 8 is also known as Komanani, is that correct?
Uye waphinda wathi ke la inkantolo ke shaft number 8 wazeka njengokhomanani.
Yeah.
Yes.
And shaft number 8 is on the western side of the mine complex.
Uyena ushaft number 8 lo ngaku-west lapha kule complex le mine.
Complex mine.
Mine complex.
Yes.
Yebo.
Is it on the eastern side of West Driefontein mine?
Ingapha ngaku-east kwe-west.
Sorry, the western side. Is it on
Oh,
the
west.
western side of the mine, West Driefontein mine?
Ingapha ngaku-west lapha ku-West Driefontein mine.
Yeah, mina ngisebenza west number 4.
Yes, that's where I work on the west side, number 4.
Igama lengixakale le complex uthi complex kanti yini? Mhlambe ngazi ngenye indlela.
What is confusing me is
Yes.
the way that you use complex. What exactly is complex?
Yes, we're referring to the mine area.
Sikhuluma ke ngendawo nje leyo mine.
Is it correct there's also shaft number 4, and shaft number 4 is on the eastern side of the mine area, is that correct?
Kunjalo ukuthi ke lapha kule mine le khona futhi no shaft ke number 4 lo ngapha ngaku-east.
Yeah, mawujike close nase east, shaft oqala number 4 yase Eastern Fontaine.
Yes, the first shaft on the east is shaft number 4 in West Driefontein.
East.
East, yes, the east.
So do you have western Driefontein and eastern Driefontein?
So manje ke nino Driefontein uku-west no Driefontein uku-east.
Yeah, when the number 2 bayibiza nge-west number 2.
And also number 2, they call it west.
Phela ibizwa kanjani kune-east, kune-west number 4, kune-west number 2.
They call it like this. There's an east, there's west number 2, and west number 4.
So number 2 and number 8 are called West Driefontein.
Manje ke number 2 no number 8 bayibiza ukuthi west. Number 2 no number 8.
I-west yonke.
Yes.
Uyahlukaniswa na ngomlomo uthi hayi ngisayi-west number 2, ngiye-west number 4.
Yes, they are both west. You just have to indicate which part of the west, whether number 2 or number 4.
Yes, but it's number 4, not on the eastern side. It's
Number 4 akekho
not
ku-east.
East Driefontein.
Nkosi enkantolo, angazi ngizoyicacisa ngithini. Ngicela ngcono ukuthi ngikuphindele. I-number 4 ishaft ezimele yase-east. Shaft number 4, shaft.
Number 4 is an independent shaft on the east.
Yes.
This is shaft number 4.
Mina ngisebenza number 8, e-west number 4, inkomponi ethiwa i-west number 4.
I work at the number 4 on the west of the mine.
Kuphinde kwathiwa west number 2, inkomponi kunama-shaft akhona futhi.
And there's
Nakhona.
also West number, West number bani?
Number 2 le.
West number 2, which also has its own shafts.
Yes, we are all on the same page, Mr. Ntanzi, that shaft number 8 is on the western side together with shaft number 2. But the shaft number 4 is on the eastern side.
Mr. Ntanzi, ngibona ngathi sonke sisendaweni eyodwa ke siyazi ukuthi ke ushaft lo u6 no2 zoyi-2 ngapha ku-west, then unumber 4 ngapha ku-east. Kunjani?
No, asahambe indlela yodwa mayizothi i-shaft number 2 elapha izindaba eziqhelelene lezi but ikapana eyodwa le.
We are not on the same page, my lord. It's two different places, yet the same company.
Yes, let's forget about shaft number 2. What is important is shaft number 8, comma 90, where your clocking records were obtained, after which you then proceeded to the hospital side, which is shaft number 4 on the eastern side. Is that correct?
Masikhohle ke ngalo shaft number 2 ke masikhume ngo shaft lo number 8 le bathi ukhomanani lapho kwatholakala khona ama record wakho lokungena nokuphuma emsebenzini. Masuka lapho ke waya ngasesibhedlela ke shaft number 4 engaku east.
Cha isibhedlela senkompo ngaduzana nenkompo. I4 shaft le iqhelile na.
No, the hospital is next to the Nkomponi, my lord. The shaft is far from there.
Yes, but is there a hospital on the eastern side of the mine?
Manje isibhedlela
Eastern
singapha ku
Driefontein.
isibhedlela singapha ku east.
Sise east duzana nenkompo masiza khaya.
Yes.
Yes, close to the Nkomponi of Zakhele, my lord.
So Masizakela Hostel is also on the eastern side.
Hostel le Zakhele ngaku east na.
Yeah.
Yes.
In your evidence in chief, you testify that you did not spend much time at shaft number 8. Is that correct?
Ngale nkathi ke wena uthi ufakazi bakho uqala unika ufakazi bakho uye wathi ke azange uchithe isikhathi eside lapha ku shaft number 8. Kunjani?
Akubanga isikhathi eside Nkosi enkantolo.
It didn't take long, my lord.
Ngoba sikhiphela amaphepha siwakhiphile saphuma saya emotweni kwahanjwa kwayiwe Eastern Fontaine.
Because we just took the documents that we took out and then we proceeded to the motor vehicle and to West Driefontein.
Could it have been about 30 minutes that you spent there at shaft number 8?
Mhlambe ke masingaxakela kungaba mhlambe 30 minutes
Cha.
usichithe lapha ku lon shaft number 8.
Angazi mina ngoba isikhathi ngangenaso.
I don't know since I did not have the time.
And in your evidence in chief, you stated that you spent most of the time on the eastern side,
Ngale nkathi
where the hospital is.
ngale nkathi thulufazi bakho uyawathi ke uyachitha isikhathi ke esiningi ngale ngaku east nalapha isibhedlela singakhona.
Yebo lapha sifesa sahlala khona isikhathi esiningi Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, that is correct, my lord.
Now, after leaving shaft number 8 on the western side and then going to the hospital side on the eastern side, did you go back again to shaft number 8 on the western side?
Emva kuthi usuke lapha kulo shaft number 8 ngale ku west uya ngale ngasesibhedlela ke ngaku east ke uye waphindela futhi lapha number 8 ngaku west.
Imoto ibuyelele.
The motor vehicle went back
Mina
there.
nomhana noma bhena kaza ngiphuma nto kungena umhani phela wakhuluma yona le security la ngibiza waphinde bamshayela inombolo wangena umhani wahamba ngaphathi ngingazi ukuthi yapi.
Ngicela uphinde futhi.
Ngithi imoto ibuyelile khona ewese number 8.
Yes, the motor vehicle went back on the west side number 8.
Umhani mayehla ngena ngaphakathi wangibiza lo noma bhena bamshayela inombolo wavula wangena gate kodwa engaphethe nix esandleni.
When Mohane went in, my lord, the security official called me, and when he went inside, he left the motor vehicle and went inside. He was not carrying anything with him when he went inside.
Ngoba nalapha ebuya wayengaphethe lutho esandleni amaphepha la wayekhishwa yimnabo ayekhona la emotweni.
Even upon him coming back, he did not have anything in his possession. The document that I had given him before were still inside the motor vehicle.
Do you perhaps know what you went to do the second time around at shaft number 8?
Uyazi mhlambe ukuthi ke ubenza lapha ngale nkathi ebuyela kwesibili lapha kushaft number 8?
Cha.
No.
We just want to show you the cell phone records of your other number ending 8460.
Sifuna nje ukukhombisa ke ama record wakho we phone kule inombolo yakho legcina ke ngo 8460.
Have we given you the copy? Yes, thank you. As we've indicated to you, this serves as Exhibit DD5 E, Roman figure 2.
Lona ke exhibit DD5.
You'll see that according to the cell phone records, you've already testified that on the 18th of June 2020, you went with Sergeant Mokhani and Sergeant Mabena to Carltonville.
So shilo enkantolo ukuthi ke mhla ka 18 June ngo 2020 wena ke wahamba ke no Sergeant Mohane naye Mabhena ni Carltonville.
Now, if you look against the time, 11:10:45 on the 18th of June 2020, your number ending 8460 on the 18th of June 2020 at 11:10:45 received an incoming text message, an empty SMS, and the tower that your device connected with is 3G West Driefontein Mine NGA.
Uma ke sibuka ke ukuya ke ngama cell phone record wakho usuku ke ku 18 zika June ngo 2020 isikhathi ke ku 11:10:45 inombolo yakho legcina ngo 8460 yathola ke umlayezo kongenayo futhi ke umbhoshongo ke wakhona ke lo wayebamba iWest Driefontein.
Was it more or less the time when you went to retrieve your clocking records?
Lesikhathi lesi okukhulunywa ngaso ke ngaba isikhathi lesi ke lapho ke nalanda khona ama record wakho okungena nokuphuma emsebenzini.
Ngiyakuzwa mawufunda unesikhathi ngangingenaso phamba Nkosi enkantolo.
I can hear as you are reading, but I did not have a clock at that time.
Now at 11:39, just roughly 30 minutes thereafter, your number ending 8460 on the 18th of June 2020 at 11:39:58 received a call from Lagos number 1698. It was a call forward. The tower is East Driefontein.
Futhi ke ngalusuku lolo ke mhla ka 18 June ngo 2020 isikhathi ke ku 11:39:58 inombolo yakho ke legcina ngo 8460 yathola ke ucingo olungenayo kuya kunombolo ka Lebo egcina ngo 1698 futhi umbhoshongo ku West Driefontein.
Do you have any comment?
khona mhlawumbe ufuna ukusho kulokho?
Ngiyakubona Nkosi enkantolo ngangingena-phone, ngangingaphethe phone Nkosi enkantolo.
I can see that, my lord, however, I did not have a phone.
Ifoni ethathwe kimi ngamaphoyisa uma bengibopha Nkosi enkantolo.
My phone was taken by the police officers upon my arrest, or when they arrested me,
Which indicate that approximately around 30 minutes were spent there at the West Driefontein mine
Loku
at
com-
shaft number 8.
lokhu khomba ukuthi-ke mhlambe ngimzwe ngaba u-30-ke iyachithelwa lapha e-West Driefontein kule shaft number 8.
Then your number ending 8460 on the 18th of June 2020 at 11:42:05 received a call from Lagos number ending 1698. It was a call forward lasting 1 second, and the tower is still 3G East Driefontein.
Futhi-ke mhla ka-18 June ngo-2020, isikhathi-ke ku-11:42:05, inombolo yakho-ke legcina-ke ngo-8460 yathola ucingo olungenalo kwinombolo enikalebu le egcina ngo-1698 eyathatha-ke umzukwana nje owodwa futhi nombhoshongo saseyona-ke e-East Driefontein.
Then your number ending 8460, still on the 18th of June 2020 at 13:16:35 received a call from Lagos number ending 1698. The call went to voicemail, is a call forward, and the tower sorry, the time there was 14:07:34 when that call was received from Lagos number, and the tower is still 3G East Driefontein.
Ngalolo suku lona lolo futhi u-18 June ngo-2020 isikhathi-ke ku-14:07:34 inombolo yakho legcina ngo-8460 yathola ucingo olungena phuma ucingweni kalebu egcina ngo-1698 noma kwaba i-voicemail umbhoshongo saseyona-ke i-East Driefontein.
I will just start again on the calls of East Driefontein. Your number ending 8460 on 18 June 2020 at 11:39:58 received a call from Lagos number ending 1698. It was a call forward lasting 1 second, and the tower is 3G East Driefontein.
Ngizophinde futhi ngibuyele futhi-ke wonke ama-colleague ase-East Driefontein. Mhla ka-18 June ngo-2020 inombolo yakho igcina ngo-8460 isikhathi ku-11:39:58 yathola ucingo olungenayo lubuye kwinombolo kalebu igcina ngo-1698 yathatha iphela 1 second umbhoshongo-ke ku-East Driefontein.
Then still on the 18th of June 2020, your number ending 8460 at 11:42:05 received a call from Lagos number ending 1698 at 11:42:05, and the tower is still East Driefontein NGA.
Ngalo futhi suku lona lolu 18 zika June ngo-2020 inombolo yakho igcina ngo-8460 isikhathi ku-11:42:05 yathola ucingo olungenayo phuma inombolo inkalebu igcina ngo-1698 umbhoshongo saseyona East Driefontein.
Then still on the 18th of June 2020, your number ending 8460 on the 18th of June 2020 at 12:08 and 17 seconds was called by label's number ending 1698 at 12:08:17. The call went to voicemail. It's a call forward lasting 1 second, and the tower is 3G West Driefontein Mine.
18 June ngo-2020 isikhathi ku-12:08:17 second. Inombolo lakho egcina ngo-8460 ke yathola ke ucingo olungena luphuma kunombolo ekalebo egcina ngo-1698 noma kwaba i-voicemail eyathatha ngiphala 1 second. Umbhoshongo futhi kuseyona ke i-East Driefontein.
You did testify that at some point you moved from the from East Driefontein back to West Driefontein, and that Sergeant Sergeant Mohane disembarked from the vehicle, but he didn't come back with anything.
Uye wathi ke kuye kwaba khona isikhathi lapho ke usuka khona lapho e-East uya le ngayo ku-West lapho e-West Driefontein futhi ke uSergeant Mohane uyaphuma emotweni noma the makabuya uyabuya ngaphathanga lutho kunjani?
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Then again, on the 18th of June 2020, your number ending 8460 on 18 June 2020 at 16:35 was called by label's number ending 1698 at 16:35. The call went to voicemail. It's a call forward, and the tower is 3G East Driefontein.
Futhi ke ngalo lona losuku lo mhla ka-18 June ngo-2020 inombolo lakho legcina ngo-8460 isikhathi ke ku-13:16:35 yashalwa ucingo ke inombolo ke ekalebo legcina ngo-1698 noma ke yangena ku-voicemail umbhoshongo kuseseyona ke East Driefontein.
So you were then back at East Driefontein at 13:16:35.
Futhi ke wasobuyela futhi use-East Driefontein futhi ke ngesikhathi ke u-13:16:55.
Then your number ending 8460 on the 18th of June at 14:07:34 was called by label's number ending 1698. The call went to voicemail. Is a call forward. The tower is still 3G East Driefontein NGA.
Mhla ka-18 June ngo-2020 isikhathi ke ku-14:07:34 inombolo yakho egcina ngo-8460 ke kuthola ucingo olungena luphuma enombolweni kalebu egcina ngo-1698 noma ke yaya ku-voicemail umbhoshongo soseyona ke East Driefontein.
Then your number ending 8460, still on the 18th of June 2020 at 14:30:52, was called by label's number ending 1698 at 14:30:52. It's a call forward. The tower is still East Driefontein.
Ngalo suku lona lo futhi 18 zika June ngo-2020 inombolo lakho igcina ngo-8460 yathola ucingo olungena lubuya ku-169 inombolo igcina ngo-1698 ungalebo isikhathi ke ku-14:30:52 umbhoshongo saseyona ke East Driefontein.
Now, the question is the following, Mr. Ntanzi. Is it correct that these towers, West Driefontein Mine NGA and East Driefontein NGA, are inter alia the towers that serve the Driefontein Mine as well as the hostel Mazizakele?
Manje Mr. Ntanzi iqiniso na ukuthi ke lo mbhoshongo ke lo wase-West nase-East ke yiwona imibhoshongo ke ekwazi ukuthi ibambe ke amakhola asebenzela khona ngalapho e-Driefontein emine nase-hostel?
Mina Nkosi enkantolo ngiyazi ithawa yakhona ukuthi kuphi lapha e-East Driefontein.
My lord, I don't know the whereabout of the tower in the East Driefontein.
Kodwa la makuthi East Driefontein lapha esaya khona mari tower yakhona ngiyazi ukuthi ihlala kuphi nendawo.
At East Driefontein, my lord, here, that is where we went to. However, I don't know the exact place where the tower is.
Now, we want to traverse the calls of accused number 3 and the towers, and we will explain as to why we traverse these calls of accused number 3 with you.
Sizothanda ukuthi ke futhi manje sibheke ama records amafoni awakhe ngomsola wesithathu nama towers. Masokuqhubeka phambili sotshala ke sizatha lokuthi kungani sifuna ukuthi sibheke ama call accused number 3 now.
This is by no means something what the state is doing. But I request the state just to state the reason before they do that, rather for them to state the reason thereafter. As they are saying, they'll be stating the reason why they'll be doing that. Because I need to prepare myself if there is something that I need to challenge in that regard in advance.
Umendi ke uthi ke inkosi enkantolo ke ngiyezwa umbuso uthi ke mhlawumbe ufuna ukuthi wena ke uphendule ke imibuzo malala ke nama record ka accused number 3. Uthi umendi ke ngicela ukuthi ke umbuso ke ubeke qala izizathu ngaphambi ukuthi uqhubeke ngembuzo ngoba nami ngabe mhlawumbe khona ufune ngizilungiselele khona ngizokwazi ukuzilungiselela kusemanje.
Yes. Well, as we traverse the calls of accused number 3, it will show that at some point, and we'll mention the date as we go along, that he connected to some of these towers that we've mentioned.
Uma ke sisibheka ke wonke ke ama call accused number 3 ke la velayo so thanda ukuthi sibonise inkantolo ukuthi ke umsola wesithathu ke naye amakholwa wakhe ke ake yabambeka kuwona lombhoshongo ke lo esikhuluma ngawo, so kuphinde futhi utshele futhi nama date akhona lokho isikhathi mase siqhubekela phambili. Okay.
And in this regard, we wish to refer to Exhibit G1, which are the call records of cell phone records of accused number 3.
So thanda ukuthi sikubonise ke ama records akhe ke umsola wesithathu la vela ke njengo exhibit D1.
Engakujabulela kule inkulumo umshishisi afuna ukuyibeka phambi kwekona aphinda ayitshene ikhotha ukuthi lama thawa akhuluma ngawo nale number le eyamuphi unyaka.
What I would also love for the state to do as they are leading their evidence, my lord, is to also to indicate to the court concerning this number that they are dealing with, that the number is for which year.
Le yami ayitshene ikhotha ngiyamuphi unyaka nale kaMncube futhi angitshene ukuthi ngiyamuphi unyaka.
The state should tell the court that which number, which year is my number, and also inform the court of Ncube's number, that the number is for which year.
Right. In this regard, we wish to refer to page 46 of 184, case ID 577930.
Okwamanje sothanda ukuthi sibheke ke ikhasi leli unumber 46 wonke amakhasi mawaphelela yenza kube amakhasi abe 184.
The first call that we wish to refer to the number for case number 3, Mshololo on record, 072-766-8169.
inombolo kaMsola ke wesithathu ikhona nje ama-recording wethu inomba yakhona ivela ngo-072 766 8169.
Now, the number 072-766-8169 on the 1st of December 2014 at 09:33 and 26 seconds received an incoming call and MTC lasting 51 seconds from the number which is the following: 076 64 27 007.
Inombolo yona leke u-072 766 8169 ngomhla ka-1 December ngo-2014 isikhathi ku-09:33:26 yathola ke ucingo olungenayo ke elathatha ke 51 second lubuye kulinombolo ke ethi 076 64 27 007.
Now
Phambi kwenkosi enkantolo amanamba ethu ngakabani?
These numbers belongs
072 le egcina ngo-68 nale egcina ngo-007 ngakabani phambi kwenkosi enkantolo?
I'll just like to find out before the court, these two numbers that you have just mentioned, the one that ends with 69 and the other one that ends with 007, who
Yes.
do they belong to?
we've indicated the one ending with 169 belongs to accused number 3, and we were just to posit to you that during your cross-examination by Advocate Mshololo, she indicated that that number ending 7007 belongs to accused number 5 that he used during the period 2013 to 2014.
Sithanda ukwazisa ukuthi ke le nombolo ke legcina ngo-8169 yakhe ke Mshololo wesithathu. Ngale nkathi ke Advocate Mshololo ke kuzimbuzo uyabeka ukuthi le nombolo lenye yesibili legcina ke ngo-7007 yomsola ke wesihlanu le ayisebenzisa number khona wayesebenzisa kusukela ngo-2013 kuzobo 2014. Okay.
And the tower the tower there, it's 2G Hot Street, SGS.
Umbhoshongo ke u-3G Holt Street.
Now, the number associated with accused number 3 ending 8169 on the 1st of December 2014 at 09:34:46 received an incoming call and MTC. The call duration is 181 seconds from the number of accused number 5, 076-6427-007, and the tower is Commissioner Street.
Mhla 1 December ngo-2014 ke inombolo le kaMshololo wesithathu le 072 766 8169 yathola ucingo olungenayo lubuya kunombolo le accused number 5 076 6427 007 eyathatha ke 181 second umbhoshongo ke ku-Commissioner Street.
Now, the number ending of accused number 3 ending 8169 on the 1st of December 2014 at 11:06:40 received an incoming call and MTC lasting 17 seconds from a number 07914908121. Now, that number ending 90821 is associated with Mabungu Ntuli. the uncle of accused number 1 and accused number 5.
Futhi ke yona leyo number leyo kaMshololo wesithathu ke mhla ka-6 December ngo-2014 isikhathi ku-11:06:40 yathola kocingo olungenayo lathatha 17 second from inombolo ethi 0791490821 ekuyinombolo ke kaMabungu Ntuli omalume kaMshola wokuqala futhi nowesihlanu.
Now the tower, there's 2G, Department of Education, EXT, SGS.
Umbhoshongo ke yona ke Department of Education.
Now again, the number associated with accused number 3, ending 8169, on the 1st of December 2014 at 11:17:34, made an outgoing call, an MOC lasting 14 seconds to Mr. Mabungu Ntuli, the uncle of accused number 1 and accused number 5, on the number 079-149-0821.
Mhla 1 December ngo-2014 inombolo yakhe ke Mshola wesithathu legcina ngo-8169 isikhathi ke ku-11:17:34 yenza ucingo oluphumayo olwathatha phela 14 seconds ke fonela ke noMabungu Ntuli owumalume kaMshola wokuqala futhi nowesihlanu ngenombolo 0791490821.
And the tower is 2G Grace Street.
Umbhoshongo ke Grace Street.
Now, the number associated with accused number 3, ending 8169, on the 1st of December 2014 at 14:20, 22 seconds, received an incoming call, an MTC, lasting 240 seconds from the number of accused number 5, 076-6427-007, and the tower is Kensington SGC 2.
Futhi ke ngalusuku lona lolo ke mhla ka-1 December ngo-2014 isikhathi ke ku-14/20/22 inombolo ke le ke eka Mshola wesithathu kugcina ngo-8169 yathola ke ucingo olungenayo ke lathatha 240 second libuya ke kucingo likaMshola wesihlanu ke leli lithi ke 076-6427-007 umbhoshongo ke kuyi-Kensington.
The number of accused number 3, 8169, on the 1st of December 2014 at 18:18 and 12 seconds, received an incoming call, an MTC, lasting 43 seconds from the number of accused number 5, 07-6427-007, and the tower is still Kensington SGC 1.
Ngaluphuthi lona losuku lolo ke mhla ka-1 December ngo-2014 isikhathi ke ku-18:18 12 second ucingo ke lakhe ke Mshola wesithathu ke egcina ngo-8169 lathola ke ucingo olungenayo olwathatha ke 43 second ke ucingo lenombolo kaMshola wesihlanu u-076-42-007 futhi umbhoshongo kuyona futhi Kensington.
The number of accused number 3, 8169, ending 8169, on the 1st of December 2014 at 18:20 and 16 seconds, received an incoming call, an MTC lasting 4 seconds from the number of accused number 5, 076-6427-007. The tower is still Kensington SGC 1.
mhla ka-1 December ngo-2014 ke inombolo yakhe ke umhlola ke wesithathu egcina ngo-8169 isikhathi ke ku-18/2016 yathola ucingo olungenayo thatha ke 4 second inombolini ke yakamhlola lo wesihlanu ewu-076 6427007 umbhoshongo usaseyona i-Kensington.
The number of accused number 3 ending 8169 on the 1st of December 2014 at 18:20 and 14 seconds received an incoming call, an MTC lasting 38 seconds from the number of accused number 5 076 6427007. The tower is Kensington.
Ngalo
SGC.
lo suku lolo futhi ke mhla ka-1 December ngo-2014 inombolo ke yakhe umhlola wesithathu ke egcina ngo-8169 isikhathi ke ku-18/2014 yathola ke ucingo olungenayo ke uthatha 38 second libuya ke ucingweni ka-accused number 5 leyo 076 6427007 umbhoshongo futhi kuyi-Kensington.
Now, the number of accused number 3, 8169, on the 1st of December 2014 at 20:00 hours and 23 seconds, made an outgoing call, and the tower is indicated as 2G Durant Kloof SGS 1.
Ngalo lo suku lolo futhi mhla ka-1 December ngo-2014 isikhathi ke ku-20:00:23 ucingo lwakhe umhlola lo wesithathu egcina ngo-8169 lenza ucingo oluphumayo ke luya umbhoshongo khona ku-2G Durant Kloof.
Then the number of accused number 3 ending 8169 on the 1st of December 2014 at 20:03:41 received an incoming call, and the tower is Goldfields shaft number 4 NGA 3.
Futhi ke ucingo lolu kamhlola wesithathu ke 81 egcina ngo-8169 1 December 2014 isikhathi ku-20:03:41 lathola ucingo olungenayo ke ephuma kumbhoshongo ke uGoldfields shaft 4.
The number of accused number 3 ending 8169 on the 1st of December at 20:05:19 made an outgoing call and connected with the tower 2G Durant Kloof SGS 1.
Futhi ke ngawo usuku lolo mhla ka-1 December 2014 ke isikhathi ke 20:05:19 ucingo ka-accused number 3 ke egcina ngo-8169 lenza ke ucingo oluphumayo ke lwa-connecta ke kumbhoshongo lwase-Durant Kloof.
Regarding the previous tower, Goldfields shaft 4 NGA, when we're going through your personal file, we referred to the letter of offer of employment dated 9 July 2009 on the letterhead of Goldfields, Driefontein Gold Mine.
Uma ke sikhuluma ke ngayo Goldfield ke ushaft 4 sizothanda ukuthi sikuyise laphana ke kule ncwadi ke ekhombisayo ukuthi ke umsebenzi otholakele incwadi yakhona ke yange-9 zika-July 9 July 2009.
Cha, osenkantolo ke ngithi ukulungisa kancane ngoba khona lapha ezogcina ihamba khona. kube khona into wrong engasilona iqiniso.
My Lord, I would like to clarify some things before we continue.
Yes.
Asingaqhathanisi i-East ne-Kloof Mine indawo ehlukene lezi.
I just want you to know that East and Kloof Mine are two different places.
Ngalendlela ongifundela ngala lezi lokhuzi 4 shaft le ya 4 shaft yase Kloof not yase East mina kuma nge 4 shaft yase East lapha phambi
This
kwakhona.
4 shaft that is showing on this document is the one that is on the east.
Ya ngona kubalithi naku west la sis Goldfish Kloof wayibona.
Because on this document it's written, my Lord, Goldfields, and then there's where it's written Kloof. Kloof and Doran Kloof.
Goldfish shaft number 4. Number 4 yakho nathi emgwaqeni mawuzojika ubheke eCartonville nathi yona bikhomba ngaphi shaft yase Kloof. Shaft yase Kloof la kusiyase East.
This shaft is a shaft at Kloof, my Lord, not the shaft on the east side.
Eyase East kosenkantolo uyajika mawusuhamba ubheke eCartonville nathi phambi kwakhe shaft yokuqala yase Kloof uzoshiya ngemuva.
The Kloof one, you leave it behind, and this other one, you go straight. When you proceed straight, you will see this shaft.
But they are all towers in the, as you said yourself, Carltonville area.
Kodwa ke yonke le mibheshongo le yase ise Cartonville.
Cha.
No.
iCloof iwela ngapha ku Wistonere East iwela ngapha lokhuzeni eCartonville indawo ehlukene.
Kloof falls under western area.
East iwela ngapha Cartonville.
And the east falls on Carltonville.
If you say east, which east are you referring to?
Uma ukhuluma nge-east, ukhuluma ngayiphi east? Ukhuluma ngayiphi east?
Ngikhuluma East apha bengisebenza ngakhona East Driefontein. Iwela eCartonville ayiweli ngapha kolokuza ku Kloof nako
East
Wistonere.
Driefontein, where I was working, my Lord, it falls on Carltonville.
And Goldfields?
I-Goldfields yona iwela ngaphi?
Lezi mine eGoldfish East Driefontein iGoldfish igama Goldfish imine zegolide lezi.
Those are gold mines. They are called goldfields, my Lord.
Yes.
Ebese kuhlukana yabona imine besetshenzwa ngoshuzi noma khosoka ziwele Wistonere.
The mines where my shoes and Makosengo were working, they fall under western area.
Imine esetshenzwa yithi ziwele eCartonville.
The mines where we worked, they fall under
Yes.
Carltonville.
Including Goldfields,
No goldfield nine.
shaft 4.
Shaft 4.
Zimine zegolide zonke khipha igolide akuna platinum lapha akuna chrome igolide zonke
All
imine
of
zala.
them, my Lord, are gold fields. No mine produces platinum. They are all producing gold.
Ngisho manje phambi kwekosekatolo ungafonela umlungu maselatsheni ufonela umlungu akubonisa iclock card yami uthi cela kuprintele iclock card izokutshela ibhale Goldfish.
Even now, when we go on lunch, you can call my employer and request that they print my clocking card. You will see on it, it has gold fields on
Iclock card
it.
yami yokuqala nqa Goldfish.
My first clock card has gold fields on it.
Yazoshintsha lapho sekubhala khona sekubhala usibali.
Then as time went on, it changed. Now it indicated Sibanye.
Okay. Continue with the calls. The number of accused number 1, accused number 3, ending 8169 on the 1st of December 2014 at 20:08:43 received an incoming call or an MTC and it connected with the Doran Kloof SGS1 tower.
Siyaqhubeka futhi ke ngawo ke amakholi lawo ke kuyakhomba ukuthi icingo lakhe is number 3 lelo egcina ngo8169 mhla ka1 December ngo2014 isikhathi ke ku20:08:43 lathola ucingo lungenayo ke likhonecta ke nombhoshongo ke wase Doran Kloof.
Sorry. Have you dealt with that query about the towers coinciding?
Yes.
Because it's basically saying, Mr. Ntanzi, that if you are going west, the tower will be situated in the west. If you are going east, it will be situated in the east. In other words, if I recall Pinky Thalingham's evidence, is that some of the towers coincided.
Yes,
I mean-
yes, there is a point, my lord. We will refer to that relevant evidence of pinking.
Just interpret.
inkosi enkantolo ke iyasho ukuthi ke manje ke ngokuya ngama-towers lawa ke kuyachaza ukuthi ama-tower lamanye ke ayahambelana ukuba ngofakazi ke bakhe upinki lo wathula ufakazi la enkantolo uthi ke mshushisi ke siphinde sibuyele futhi lo fakazi lo kwapinki ngoba uyena owathula ufakazi obunjalo la enkantolo.
Yebo ngiyazwa Nkosi enkantolo mina bengiphendula ngamathawa la engiwabuka la kuthiwa ngawe number ka-Artus number 3 ukuthi lamathawa afundwa la njengo le tower yaseKlufu before shaft yaseKlufu.
Yes, my lord, I do understand what the court is saying. I was just referring to these towers that were indicated as towers that were indicated by the prosecutor that's where accused number 3's towers were seen, my lord.
Now, the number of accused number 3 ending 8.
For the purposes of my record here, we need to be very specific. Mr. Ntanzi says the state is mixing these towers. Some towers are falling within the Western area and some towers are falling within the Carltonville area. There can be no overlapping of towers, my lord, because from Western area to Carltonville, it's almost 50 kilometers. So there can't be any overlapping, as it was alluded to Miss Pinky Vitilingam. Fortunately, I know these areas, my lords. There can't be any overlapping in terms of towers.
Yes.
I do not know how towers work in terms of their overlapping, but I did not hear Pinky Vitilingam saying that when one tower is situated 50 kilometers from the other tower, there can still be an overlapping, my lord. Thank you.
Yeah, in the Platteland, it's about 250 meters.
Yes.
Is it 250 miles? Kilometers?
Yes, my lord.
250 kilometers.
Yeah, and in an urban area, it's, yes.
Kuyabe ummeli ukuthi ke kwenzeka ukuthi ke njengofakazi ukuthi alikho ithawa lingeqa ibanga elithize libambe enye indawo.
I'm sorry, my lord. What the court is suggesting here is that from here to Gwandebele, it's almost 100 kilometers. From here to Port Gietersrus, it's less than it's actually 250. It's a distance from here to Pulukwane in Limpopo. Then the court is suggesting that a tower in the platteland areas or in the rural areas, a person can be here and be 250 k's, and then that nearest tower would still be able to pinch this tower that is 250 kilometers from him in rural areas. I did not hear Pinky Vitilingam saying.
Okay, fine. Are you going to deal with Pinky?
Yes, well, it's on record, my lord. We'll refer to the
Yeah,
relevant
deal with,
portions.
with the evidence of the experts, not
Yes.
there are some things.
Yes.
It's also unfair to ask this witness about the communication and towers linking the cell phone number for accused 2 and 3
But he is the one who is making the point.
on the towers.
That's it. And he's coming with the directions that when it goes east, it's east, west is west. He's making a technical point. Let's deal, if it's possible, with Pinky Bellingham's evidence.
But my lord, is the state that is putting this evidence to the witness, and the witness inviting the witness to comment.
Right,
on
and he
this
comments
communication.
on scientific forensic evidence. That's why I say let's listen to what the expert said. Then we can prat.
Indeed, my lord. We just place in the towers on record, and he chooses, well, to proffer a comment.
Yeah, well, my lord, the towers cannot just be put on record for fun. The record, if I put on record, it's for the witness to comment. Unless if he is told that you need not to comment, it's just being placed on record.
We'll refer to the evidence of Ms. Fillingham, as it's almost time for the longer journey.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Can we take the longer journey at this point?